Hi everyone, it's Julie from Sprouts and Stems here. Today's video is going to be a peperomia propagation tutorial. I have a few little baby peperomias that are in various stages of being propagated, so I thought this would be a fun way to show you what goes on. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and check out the link in the description to my newly launched shop, which has terrarium kits and plant mounting kits. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so here we are. We have 3 various stages of peperomia propagation going on, which I'll explain in a minute. Also, just want to say my upstairs neighbor's dog has been barking literally all day, on and off, and yeah, I just couldn't wait to film this video anymore, so I apologize if you hear dog barking. So peperomias are unique in that they can be very easily propagated through leaf cuttings as opposed to stem cuttings, which is, I have a few stem cuttings in here just because they were all in the same container. But yeah, so they can be easily propagated through leaf cuttings. And I just want to make sure you can see that. Now there's a couple of different methods, but the one I'll show you today has been the easiest for me. And actually I'm finding, so this was an experiment I did a few weeks ago. I just wanted to try out perlite propagation. I know a lot of people swear by perlite propagation, but it really doesn't seem to be working out for me too much. But you know, that's what trying things and experimenting is for. So after this video, I'm probably going to move these into sphagnum moss, which is what I usually do for cuttings, but I do on one of these, let's see. One of these I do have an example of teeny tiny baby roots growing. Okay, so let's do a little bit of anatomy first and foremost. This kind of branch is the main stem of the peperomia. And this goes for other plants too, not just peperomias, but there's a main stem and then there's the little stem, all of these that attach the leaf to the main stem. And that is called a petiole. So just so you know, leaf, petiole, main, stem, branch. So first what you want to do is find a healthy leaf, nice, mature, healthy leaf, nothing super small, like don't take any new growth. And yeah, take more than one if you can. It's always good to take more than one cutting when you're propagating, just because propagation success is never guaranteed. And what you're going to do, you can pull, just to make it easier, pluck the entire petiole off. So just gently hold the plant by the stem and then pick like a petiole and pluck it off. Petiole, leaf. I know I said take a healthy leaf. This is fine. This is, aside from a crispy tip, this is a healthy leaf that should propagate well. And what you're going to do is, I need my scissors, hold on. Sorry, I should have been better prepared. Scissors, clean. These are just old like food scissors that I had actually, that the hinge kind of broke. So now I just use them for plant scissors and they really come in handy. They're nice and sharp. So what I like to do is cut off the petiole just so it's easier to work with, but leave like a small amount of it on. I'm sorry guys, lots of noise today. I hope it's not too annoying in the actual video. But yeah, okay, so this is the back side of the leaf. This is the side, so I left a little piece of the petiole on. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut like literally straight across, and I want to kind of like hit the petiole. Like I want to kind of cut right up next to it to kind of trigger that growth point, but I'm not going to cut it totally off. Okay, so just so we can compare before I make the cut. Sorry, let me just readjust you guys. So this is the one that I already had cut, and I don't think you can even see it, but just take my word for it. There is like a microscopic little root that is growing. See how I kind of like sort of cut into it, like just the slightest little amount, but I didn't fully cut it off. That's what we want to do. Okay, so I'm going to cut straight across, and I'm just going to do it down here. I'm just going to do it down here because I need to be able to like see. I'll show you in 2 seconds what it looks like. Cutting a little more of that off, and then I did cut into it, like the smallest little amount, but I didn't cut it off. The next step is to get whatever medium you like to propagate in. I personally prefer moist sphagnum moss. If you like to propagate in perlite, you're welcome to do that. I may try it again someday, but today or this time it did not work for me. Or moist potting mix, whatever you prefer. And basically, you're just going to plant it in there, stick it in, cut side down. So that was the one that I just stuck in there. And that's pretty much it. Now, in my experience, peperomias, they take a little while to get going, to get up and running, to start developing new roots. But once they do, the growing the actual like baby plants happens relatively well at an average pace. I wouldn't say quickly, but not slowly either. So just have patience, have faith. Baby plants will happen, and you just want to keep the whatever medium you're using moist. You know, like this is, you might be able to see that this is moist, but it's not dripping wet. Like there's no water pooling at the bottom or anything. And yeah, other than that, bright and direct light, and have faith, roots will develop. And now I'll show you these, which I propagated a few months ago, and they're now little baby peperomias. So yeah, I was hoping you would be able to see little roots on this one more, so you could see like the beginning stages, but just so you know, you'll see like teeny tiny little microscopic roots start to grow out of the center point right here. And then after that, well, actually, I think these have pretty nice root systems going on because they're a little stuck. All right, I don't want to pull the sphagnum moss off and risk root breakage, but I have a few babies, a few baby plants going on in here. See, you can see little, so cute little babies. Stop moving. Grew just right out of that point. And there's another little baby right there, and another teeny tiny little baby right there. I'm going to put this down and actually give you like a good non-shaky view of it. I think it's really cool how peperomias do this. It's really interesting and honestly just fun to like experiment with and watch the process. So that was today's peperomia propagation tutorial. There's a few methods for propagating peperomias, but in my experience, this is the easiest and the quickest. Hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Let me know what your favorite propagation method is for any plant, not just peperomia, or if you're going to try this method now. And please remember to like this video and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and have a great day.